Hey guys, have you guys ever feel like you're stuck in life where you try to get out of where you're at now, but there's like no way to go because you feel like there's a ceiling on top of you and there's a blanket that's suffocating you and you feel like your hands are tied by zip ties and it doesn't matter what you do, you feel like you're stuck? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not the only one. I felt that way when I first graduated college. When I first graduated college, I got myself a full-time job and I was working part-time and I was making great money, but I feel like I was suffocating. I feel like there was so much debt. I feel like I was always falling behind my expenses. I feel like I was never saving enough money. I feel like I wanted to do more things in life, but I feel like I was never able to reach that path of doing greatness. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's about 5 reasons what held me back, and I'm going to tell you how to get rid of these reasons and why these reasons exist. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.
I know your time is very valuable. That's the reason why we have events like this. We want to go ahead and educate our community. Our Start Thinking program, it's about helping the community understand business concept, financial concept, and things like that to help them benefit their life in ways and aspect that they can't get it from school or they can't get it from their peers.
Hey guys, welcome back to Plan Success Today. My name is Sal, and on this channel we talk about entrepreneurship, self-development, and anything regarding financial success in your life. Today I want to touch on a topic of how people feel like they're stuck in life and it doesn't matter what they do, they feel like they can't achieve any more than they already have. I have many friends who make 6-digit figures who are feeling like they're stuck in life, they're not making enough money, or they feel like their life is repeating itself. And I'm going to tell you that they're exactly right. Their life is repeating itself. Every day, nothing's changed. It doesn't matter what they do because the time that they spend at their plan A job, which is their 8 to 5 or whatever schedule that they're working, is consuming so much of their time in their life that they can't escape reality, right? And I'm here to tell you that you're not the only one because a lot of us feel exactly the same way. Now, I'm going to give you 5 reasons that, I ran through to get out of that cycle. And the number one is you have to have a big enough why you are in existence, why you are here. And I know a lot of people say, well, I'm here to work, to take care of my family, and to live a great lifestyle, right? Well, you could only have one or the other. You can't have all of it unless all your cards are played correctly. So you have to figure out why you are here. Is it you're here because you're here to take care of your family? And if you are here to take care of your family, what are you doing to take care of your family? And working a 9 to 5 is great, and you're making 6-digit, and you're able to take care of your family. But is there something that's digging in you that's killing you right now because you're not working on it? And if the answer is yes, there is, then you got to focus on your why you are in existence. Maybe it's because you wanted financial freedom. Maybe because you didn't expect your life to be this way. Okay, so get out of it. Figure out why you're here, why you are in existence. That why has to be big enough for you not to spend your free time and waste it. You should invest that free time. Okay, so number one is your why. Your why isn't big enough. That's the reason why you're not changing. And you feel like you're stuck in the same rhythm because you're not putting enough energy to your why because your why is not big enough. Number two is you're not having the right resources. There's a lot of coach out there. There's a lot of mentors out there. There's a lot of resources out there. There's a lot of apps out there that can give you a lot of information on how to change your life and how to move your life forward. But they're not hitting the point that you want because they're not the lifestyle you actually want. You guys got to go out there and look for the people. When I say people, there's a lot of people out there that have the lifestyle you want. And you got to go out there and be a part of that group. Learn from those individuals. And eventually you start taking ideas and golden nuggets from them and the path of success from them. And you'll start maneuvering your life and changing it because you're going and hanging around with people that are like-minded like you or where you want to go. For example, is that, before I got involved in real estate, I was picking and choosing and shooting in the dark and trying to find the right mentors and the coach. And it was a hit or miss. I will land a couple of real estate investor here and we'll talk and we'll brainstorm and they'll give me ideas, but nothing became solid because the path never really went through, right? Why is that? It was because maybe they're too busy for me or maybe because I never followed through. But when you start being around the right people and having the right resources, everything just clicks, guys. And then your life starts changing. I'm not saying that you change fast, gradually start moving forward. And that's how you're going to break out of it, is that you have to have the right resources. If you don't, you got to go out there and look for the right resources. Number 3 is your group of friends. I know a lot of people don't like when I talk about, man, my group of friends are perfect, right? Well, if they're perfect, then you have the perfect life. And there's nothing to need to change. If you think playing manly basketball 5 nights out of the week, or, shooting pools with your girls 5 nights out of the week, great, right? Great. Keep doing it. But if you feel like you're stuck in life and you feel like, you're spending too much time hanging around with your friends and we're not going anywhere, and you're talking to them about ideas and stuff like that to grow yourself, but they're not really giving you the right feedback, it's time to slowly look for friends with the same mindset, because they're going to be the one that's going to help you change the course of your life. So yes, I know this is a very sensitive subject, and I'm not telling you to dump your friends and go forward, but keep that friendship there. But focus and try to look for a group of people that you want to be like, or groups that have the same focus that you have. So number 3 is your group of friends. That's probably the reason why you feel like you're stuck, because you're probably watching football Friday night, Saturday, and then Sunday, when you could be doing something that will benefit you and your family Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So again, that's up to you to make that judgment. But for me, it was a big change for myself. I have some friendship that I lost forever, but I do have some friendship that I still have. But I have a whole group of friends that think like I do now, and everything's about business and family and success. Now, number 4 is changing your daily routine. If you feel like you're stuck and you're not doing anything to change your daily routine, then you're going to be stuck for a very long time. People are so comfortable with their routine that they don't want anything new to interject into their life, right? So every morning I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I hit the shower, I shave my head, I shave my mustache, I brush my teeth, I grab my cup of coffee, I drive, I go to work. I come back home, rush through traffic, people cutting me in traffic, 5 o'clock, 5:30, I get home. My wife is already home. My kids are home. I'm yelling at my kids to do their homework and clean, because they made a mess yesterday night and they didn't clean. And then I eat dinner with my kids and my wife. And then I turn on TV and I watch TV, or I'm on social media. And then the day repeats itself Monday through Friday. As soon as Friday hit, I get super excited because I get the weekends. And the weekends, I got errands to run, and I got family events I got to attend. Monday starts over again, and then again and again and again and again. And your life never changed because you're not doing anything different. Well, here's the trick to changing your life, is that you have to do something different. You have to interject something different into your life for the course of your life to move differently. I know a lot of people in the real estate industry, because I've done real estate for a long time now, and a lot of realtors have the same lifestyle. They do their job, do their showing, they do their selling, and then they talk to their broker, they talk to their client, they go have lunch, they talk to a loan officer, they talk to escrow officer, and their life seems to be very busy, right? And I tell them this all the time. When will you ever be a real estate investor and not just a real estate agent, right? And they're like, well, I'm trying to get into it. They are trying, but it makes it so hard, me being like, man, you got the inside scope. Do something about it, right? But their schedule is so busy and so tight with family and all, they can't add anything new into their routine. And I tell them, you can, but you have to figure out when to interject it into your life. And that's all as far as I could go. I can't tell them or force them, because you know what? Everybody's got their own life. Everybody's got their own schedule. So I would have to say that number 4 is that if you want to do something different, you want to get out of the rut that you're in now, you have to interject something different into your life on a daily. That means every single day, your routine's got to break. And as it breaks, you start changing it, start maneuvering to a different path. That's the only way you're going to be able to go to a different direction. Number 5 is that, you have to be willing to do or learn something new. That is the hardest part, to convince people to learn something new or to do something different, because people are so comfortable. We're creatures of comfort. We don't want to do anything that's too far out, which is too scary. But then we don't want to do anything that's so routine that we feel like our life is boring. So we do something that's a little excitement, give us a little bit of excitement, enough to be comfortable, and then we're stuck. And we do this for the next 40 years of our life because we started working at the age of 20, and then 60 years, 40 years goes by, and you look at yourself and you're like, wait a minute, what happened to my life, right? Why am I still here? What happened to my $1 million mansion that I wanted to buy? What happened to the car that I wanted to buy my wife, right? And when I say stuff like this, I'm talking about having the money to pay for that $1 million mansion and having the money to pay for that car. I'm not talking about paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking about receiving true success so that you could actually pay off the $1 million mansion and pay off that nice exotic car for your wife or your husband, right? And send your kids to school without having any debt. Now, the only way to do that is to achieve great success in life. Well, how do I do it? You got to break the habit of doing what you're doing today. If you feel like your life is stuck, then you got to get rid of the stuff that make your life stuck. These are the 5 things that held me back for the longest time, okay? And that's why I'm telling you that, is that, you know what? These things are what's holding me back. Now, you got to ask yourself, what's holding you back? And I believe that as human, we all have stuff that are similar that are holding us back. I know it's very general in some way, but these are the stuff that's holding me back. Sometimes people say money. Well, go work harder, go work more, right? For money, or find a way to make passive income. Number 2, people say, I don't have time. And nobody has time. The only way you'll have time is if you're willing to give time, right? So there's a lot of different factors that can hinder you from changing yourself into becoming successful. Again, this video, I want to tell you that if you feel like you're stuck, that these might be the 5 reasons why you're stuck, because these are the 5 reasons why I was stuck. Number 1 was that, I didn't have enough big enough why. And that's the reason I was stuck for about 10 years when I graduated college and started working. And then I was stuck because my why wasn't big enough. I didn't have a big enough reason to go above and beyond, to start doing things to make my life change. Number 2 is I didn't know where to get the resources, or I knew of the resources, but I didn't apply the resources. And that's one of the craziest things, is that we have resources all over the place. You got to figure out how to apply it. Number 3 was I had to let go of some friends, and I have to be willing to make some new friends. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of life. If you are with the same group of friends that you are with when you were in high school and in college, chances are that's going to be your entourage for the rest of your life. Your lifestyle won't change as much based on your group of friends. Okay. Number 4 is having a daily routine or having a change of daily routine. I always recommend that you interject something different into your life so that your life will start pivoting the way you want to go. So if you want to learn something about stocks or real estate or cryptocurrency or investment, interject some of that stuff into your life gradually, and eventually that change will come. Because if you don't, it will never come. Number 5, last but not least, are you willing to learn something new? And as soon as I was willing to learn something new, I realized that my life started changing. People start understanding that, wow, okay, so you're learning something new. You're changing the course of your life. I just met an old friend of mine not too long ago. I met him when I was working at my banking job, and then I finally met him again. And I could tell you this, my life changed dramatically. You know what I mean? And his life has changed too. It's been such a long time, but his personality is still the same person that I met 10, 12 years ago. And I could tell you this, that I'm a completely different person because of the stuff that I've learned or the people that I affiliated myself with. So you got to start willing to do something different so that the course of your life will start changing. But with that said, guys, I hope this video helped you out. If you like it, please do the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to have a lot of informational video out for you and to benefit you. Again, these are all for entertainment purposes, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care. We'll see you guys next time.